Hello fellow Beaners, we're obviously in the TV show section, and right now we're just going to discuss the operation of the individual television shows specifically. So we're going to assume that we want to watch American Horror Story. I found it one means or another. I click on it, and what it's going to do is it's going to tell me how many individual seasons there are. So right away I'm seeing season 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6. Obviously, we know that there's some issues with the IMDb right now, but regardless, let's just assume that I've seen seasons 1 through 3. I can, of course, check mark them off by clicking on the menu button and claiming that season is already watched. And of course, since this one wasn't checked off, I could click on this one. This one happens to be called The Coven, and it's going to give me the individual episodes. Now, if there's more than just the 6 that's on the screen, I'm going to be on top of it and I'm going to click the page down button to see more episodes. The beautiful thing about this is that once I've watched an individual episode through the entire thing, it's going to put a green check mark in here. This is really good, especially for someone like me who tends to travel a lot. I take my bean with me everywhere I go, and I do mean everywhere. But of course, I'm not necessarily going to be cognizant of where I left off. What season, what individual episode. Oh yeah, right, I'm on episode 3 now. Great. I would have the other 2 check marked off, and then I would start on episode 3. Let's assume it's episode 1, just like the movies. When I click on it, the beautiful thing about the Jellybean web browser is it's looking through the internet for me, scraping all the sources of all those individuals that are hosting this right now, and it's going to, of course, ultimately within 30 seconds or less, especially if you're using the Ripple, give me the best streams that are currently available worldwide. It will give me the different versions, and then I will pick the version that obviously I personally wish to watch. Once I do that, for instance, there's 2 1080 versions, which in other words is basically the equivalent of Blu-ray. I click on it, it's going to search through both of them, and then it's simply going to start playing it. And it is that simple. And you can see obviously how phenomenal this picture quality is, even on this crappy little television that I'm using as an example. So great thing obviously to have 1080 version available if possible. I'm going to just stop it, of course, and continue on.